Out of curiosity, just because I'm interested, what does healing word look like with Esri?
Gross. It looks gross.
Yeah. All right.
Probably.
You know what? I'll take that second level slot back too if it's okay.
Hello, and welcome to Khyber Shards, a 5th edition actual play show set in the Eberron campaign setting. It is another episode. We're going to pick up right where we left off, but first, let's find out where we left off. Casey, what happened last time?
Everybody ran away. More specifically, Ari and Shade showed up to the map shop just in time to see Pog sprinting out the door.
Through the door.
Talk about what could happen as long as Pog didn't run through a door.
Conveniently seen by Falco and 2 friends, and the Watch, who all immediately started chasing him. We attempted to help in the ways that we could, but Pog ended up in an alley with a woman who wanted the map and 4 corpses. And then he shot fire at them and got by them and ran away. I feel like I've lost string of things.
While we were doing it felt really big. Now that we look back on it, I'm like, yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of Pog's escape was aided by the various actions of his friends. But ultimately, he did set an alley full of...
Mostly shade.
Shade. Someone rolled a lot of 2s.
You did whip a mind throat, though, Eric. Don't sell yourself short. You did whip a mind throat.
That was awesome.
It's true.
Mind throat. My greatest contribution
okay.
to the show.
So, we are going to pick up. Pog is just running, I assume, running. You're not. You're confident that you're not. It feels like your head's on fire.
Understandably.
Shade has spotted Pog. And are you moving to intercept?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Or run
Are you
alongside if we need to continue running.
Sure.
That's fine.
Are you doing anything to try and draw the rest of your party? I don't know if you can really do much at this in the position y'all are in.
I mean, if they're not going to see the alley on fire, like, there's nothing.
Yeah.
I can't send mental messages like some of my awesome companions. No, I just have the Panther, and he's coming with me.
Yeah. Okay, so you start moving along the rooftops to try and catch up with Pog. Ari, you have been keeping pace with the other 2 Deneth guards, and they turn into the alley that Falco ran down, and at the end of that alley there is now fire at the corner where it turned, where Pog and Falco went around. And you see that they immediately turn their attention to finding Falco, and the rest of the Watch are now... The shouts have turned from thief to fire. This has obviously superseded what concerned everyone a few minutes ago. So what would Ari do in that situation?
I mean, unless it's... Let me get closer to my microphone. Unless it's abundantly clear to Ari that Pog is not in this alleyway, Pog assumes that Ari assumes that Pog was the source of the fire and is in trouble in this alley. So he is going to continue down the alleyway to assist Pog in the trouble that he is in. Presumably,
Pog put fire in it.
Make a
I
perception
did
check.
put fire in it.
Shade wasn't allowed, but Pog could.
That's going to be a 0. That's going to be a 0.
You are rather panicked. You can't seem to find Pog in this mess.
Because everything's bad. All of this has been bad.
You forgot what fire is.
You see a couple of Dineth guys hauling Falco out of the fire. Watch are now running past.
No, Colin. You know why Ari's perception is so low? Because one of his best friends in the world, he thinks, is cornered in an alley by one of the worst people Ari has ever encountered and met, and imagine what's going to happen to Pog.
Okay, now
so Ari's not thinking
that.
He's trying to help his best friend.
But Falco's being drug out right now, so
Also,
Pog's
he needs
probably
glasses,
dead
but
in
he
that
just
alley.
thinks they don't go with his look, and so he refuses
Just
to go get
because
them.
apparently you rolled a natural 1. Am I to take
with
that
my
correct?
-1 modifier.
So
boy.
I have to say, you do see several burning corpses in the alley because the zombies caught fire. So you do in fact see a number of burning corpses in the alley.
Then, I mean, if you're going to give me a full turn, then I know what Ari does with this information.
Tell me what Ari does with this information.
I mean, he would continue down the hallway following the 2 Deneth guards who are now with Falco. He would scream some level of Eberonian swears, and he would do Arms of Hadar with a mental projection, just his mind unleashing nothing but rage and fear and all those bad things that Jedi talked about. That's what Ari's got going on.
Am I correct that spell is also concentration?
No, nothing I've done is concentration thus far.
Oh, right. Disguise self is not. I was thinking of disguise self as, but fantastic.
Oh yeah, I don't look like Ari right now. Hey.
Yeah, you don't look like Ari. Yeah, that's there's one thing going for you.
It's
you
not
look
all
like
This is
bad.
going to be real helpful now.
They're gonna think of crazy Stormhammer just came out of nowhere.
Yeah. So they need to make some kind of saving throw, correct? I don't know what the saving throw is.
Yes, strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw. Well, that's a 2.
Okay.
So what happens to them?
Well, they first off take.
I guess it's technically a 5, but
2d6 necrotic damage. Which I don't know if we want to reflavor that given Ari's ability, but it's whatever. That's
We'll leave that to you.
10 damage.
All right.
And they can't take reactions until the end of their next turn. So Ari runs down this hallway seeing a handful of burning corpses. He doesn't know where Shade is. He knew that Shade was ahead of him. Doesn't know where Pog is. Doesn't know where Ezri is at this point. And as far as he knows, something has gone horribly wrong, and so he is about to take it out on the avatars of everything that's gone wrong in his life, which is these 3 Deneth individuals. And so he just screams, and reflavoring it, since I'm impeding their ability a bit with the lack of reactions, Ari, it's like a mental projection of Ari grabbing their mind. Like he's just creating a link and like holding on to it as disguise self, so they can't see the mark glowing or anything, but but Ari is fully tapping into his mark at this point.
Okay. Why don't you give me another initiative roll for Ari?
17.
Nice. Okay, so you attack. Falco reels back from this attack. His companions, who I also need to record damage for now. That was 10 damage, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
In just rage.
And yeah. So Falco, seeing this well, what he would probably recognize is a storm hammer. Wrong day. And he gets up and rushes at you, looking pretty badly injured, both by what you have done and also he looks pretty burned with his falchion. So he is going to make some attacks against ya. First attack is certainly going to hit, as will his second. And so you take from the first attack, you are going to take 6 slashing damage, and from the second attack, you're going to take 7 slashing damage, and then he just no, he wouldn't have had the opportunity to take his shield off, so he will not have a shield bash to use. Okay, it's your turn. We'll come to everybody else here in a second.
Okay. I'm going to do centered on Falco's brain. Shatter.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Ari thinks everyone's dead and on fire.
Yep.
So Constitution saving.
Wow. This got so out of hand.
Boy, did it. Constitution save. Constitution is +3, so that is 15.
Okay. 14 was the DC. Well, it's everything in a 10-foot radius, so I don't know if the other two would
you're going to
need
hit the other guys too. They probably they need to.
So
it was 14.
Yes.
One of them saves, one of them does not.
3d8 damage, half on a successful one.
Half on the success. Okay.
.24 damage.
Okay, so this wave of
Ari
energy
killing stuff
lashes out from you. Sorry, mathing. Falco staggers backwards, his face contorted in pain. The other two guards are thrown back against the building. One of them hits, and the back of his head strikes with this sort of sickening crunch, and he just slumps to the ground. The other one is also drops, but is still moving, like he's sort of staggering to try to get back up, appearing grievously hurt.
Ari, with a sneer, looks down at Falco and just says, "Wrong day."
Awesome. Okay. Then it is the one surviving Greyblade, and he gets up and rushes forward with a short sword, but is rolling very badly with only a 7, and so you easily avoid as he just sort of stumbles forward and thrusts with the short sword towards you, and Falco gets up. I don't know who you are, but this is a bad day for your gang, whatever happens. And he's gonna attack. 20 to hit and 16. Okay.
Both hit.
11 and 4.
Ari's down.
Okay, so yeah, Falco comes at you. You stumble back, and Falco just rakes the falchion up your chest, and you drop back, bleeding. Falco leans on one knee, puts a hand to his head. Dragon below. And turns it. Get up! Help them with the fire. The rest of you, you're unconscious, which means you are not focusing on a spell anymore.
This guy's self
And
was
so
dropped.
the sky self drops. Okay, cool. Everybody else.
But it's not concentration.
But it still requires that you, if you are unconscious, you are not casting the spell anymore.
Okay.
It's an illusion
not
that
a
you have
condition
created.
that-
What?
Sorry, sorry. I was wondering if it was just a
My interpretation
condition.
of all magic is that if you are not conscious, you are not casting the spell anymore.
Okay.
All right. The rest of you. So Ari, you are following the path of the detect item, detect object.
Esrius.
Esrius, sorry.
Ari's bleeding out in an alleyway.
Ari's bleeding out in an alley. Yes. Partway down, you suddenly hear in your mind, very, very, very presently, and then it ends.
Okay. Okay.
Shade, you, for simplicity's sake, I'm going to say that you are able to catch up with Pog. Pog, at what point would Pog stop running? Or is Pog just panicked and he's going to run till, I don't know.
Yeah, Pog's intention was taking off, leaving, to leave. There was no knowledge that Shade or Ari were ever there.
Would you be beginning to make for a certain place by now?
If they're heading in either, the only places that would be on his mind to head towards would be either the sword and sheath, yeah, if we're heading in that direction, that's probably about it, to be honest.
Okay, so you're running for the sword and sheath. Okay.
Is there anything
yeah.
that happened
Shade-
behind me that would be audible?
Yeah, did we hear
man.
his scream?
Oh, the
Because-
sound of shatter absolutely would be. Yeah, shatter makes a really loud, very audible noise. Yeah, all of you would have heard the enormous ringing crack as Ari casts shatter.
Then if there was,
I think it's
something,
audible for like 200 feet or something like that.
if there was something
it's
audible like that, I would have stopped and turned
Okay.
to see if I was being pursued.
Okay, and you see Shade running as fast as she can along the rooftop. Shade, you would have also heard this sound. Ezra, you would have also heard this sound.
If Pog stops, then I'm jumping down
Cal.
to him. Yeah.
When he, go ahead.
We saw you sprint out, Ari, and I saw you sprint out, and so we tried to help.
So as Pog stopped, he came to a sliding stop, turned like a retriever, focusing on the sound behind him because it was farther back than the things that have been chasing him. So when you drop down, who? You? Where were you? To Shade.
I'm Shade.
No, where were you?
Oh, I was following on the rooftop
From
from the shop, and Ari was following in. Well,
Where's
I don't
Ari?
know. I didn't see what direction he went. I was faster than he was.
Where's Ezri?
Back there. Maybe we should check on them now.
Pog is going to take off to the roof.
Am I not caught
and
up?
begin.
Okay. Ezri, give me a perception check.
Mouse, please. There we go.
You just let me know when you want me to start making death saves, Philip.
I will.
Natural 1.
Tough.
I'll push that. Perception. Total of 10.
Total of 10. Okay, you have come to a place where you can see the fire. There are watch running to and fro towards the alley, clearly trying to help with the fire.
Is the fire in the same direction as... I still have
It
locate
is in the
object up.
same direction, yes, as the map.
Okay.
Because
I
Pog
am-
would have... Yeah.
I am following the map.
Okay. And you are trying shortest line at this point?
Yes.
Or...
Yeah,
Okay.
I had started sprinting once I was clear of the alley.
All right. You, as you are moving, you pass a person in a red lacquer mask and dark robes, muttering in frustration under her breath, going the opposite direction. Last time I used graveyard corpses.
She really cost cut there, and it wound up losing it. Costco corpses.
Sam's Club.
Never buying my corpses in bulk again.
Best value.
Great value corpses. Should have sprung for HEB brand.
Okay, so you're moving in that
They
direction.
haven't expanded to Stormreach yet.
It's on the way.
Yeah. Ari, make a death save.
Oh God, I hate those words so much.
Did you roll a natural 1? Did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's 2 failed death saves then.
That's 2 failed death saves.
How do we feel about pushing death saves?
I
There's
guess
no damage to take. You
I
can't.
do have inspiration from my conversation with
I
Hellsmark.
will let you use it. Inspiration. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Inspiration you can use on any D20 roll. Frankly, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to use it on damage rolls also, but you know.
6. So still 1 failure.
All right, 1 failure. That's 50% better than what we had a minute ago. Okay. So yes, Pog and Shade, you are turning back, and you're up on the roofs now.
I would like to get onto the roof and start heading back. She got here and I didn't
Okay.
see her, so I would like to go back the way she came, thinking I won't be seen.
Okay. So you guys begin making your way back in the general direction of the fire. Esri, you're moving in the direction of the fire. Esri, give me another perception check. Unless you have a thing you want to do.
Come on. For 1.
Oh my gosh.
All right, no, we're doing it again.
Dice have turned viciously
This is one
against
of my
you all.
primary things. What the heck?
Oh,
Nine.
my
9
lord.
total. Natural 4.
9. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. You're there. There's a crowd in the alley.
I am desperately looking for Pog because the map should be
Yeah.
here.
You can feel it. I'm sorry. Will
Moving.
you tell me? Does the spell give you the distance or just the direction?
Just the direction and if it's moving.
Okay, you can tell it's still moving,
Sure about
and you can tell the direction.
Could he tell it's up, like an angle? Like,
Probably not. That's probably excessively specific.
Well, you sense the direction to the object's location. If it's in motion, you know the direction of its
underground,
movement.
then you would sense like down, right?
Okay, that's fair. Okay, I mean it's getting close enough that you probably are starting to feel an angle to the sense. Shade and Pog, give me perception checks because you may actually see Esri at this point.
Oh my God.
14.
We're gonna be starting.
Well, folks,
Shade
this has
and I,
been
we're gonna
Khyber
be starting
Shards.
The 2 crew, where we
Oh.
only roll 2s.
I do
So
not
that's a
recommend
3
joining
for
that
me.
club.
That's a 3 for me.
Okay. Shade, you see Esri in one of the wider streets at this point, looking into the alley and trying to figure out, I assume, kind of trying to figure out a path towards the map that doesn't involve walking into fire. Seems on brand for Esri to avoid that.
Do I see anybody else, like, because I would go towards Esri or get his attention, but not if, like, the people we were running from are standing below us.
You can see that there's a great deal of commotion in the alleyway. Okay. You do not see Falco. Okay. Ari, make a death save.
Oof. Hey, make it. That's not making it.
Oh, no.
Now we're up to 2 death saves.
Here we go.
So I point out to Pog, okay, there's Esri, but I still haven't seen Ari yet.
Continuing to run until I get to the rooftop closest to the scene of chaos.
Okay.
And not responding. Just if you see where Esri is, that's fine. I don't need to running to see the wreckage.
You're all right up on the scene, so give me, all of you, a perception check.
All of us? Everyone?
Yes, all 3 of you. Yes, those of you who are conscious, give me a perception check. Ari, you see stars.
Yes. I see the light.
I rolled 14
18,
again.
Yep.
14, and I don't see encouragement on Colin's face.
It wasn't good.
I rolled a natural 1 for 2.
Booyah. Booyah. Excellent. Okay, so here's
Team
Here's
2.
what we see. Pog, you are frantically looking around, but you can't make heads or tails of this in the firelight. There's probably, frankly, some rough memories occurring right now in Pog's head, considering how things just went down.
Yeah. This is
so
all very traumatic.
Yeah. So you're starting to kind of hyperventilate. You're starting to have a little bit of tough time keeping it cool. Shade, being up on the rooftop, you spot a couple of things. One, you do note Falco down there shouting orders. You also see that there is another person on the roof. It is not the same figure. There is a humanoid figure crouching on the opposite roof in a long, dark cloak with the hood drawn up, looking down into the scene. And you can see them sort of taking things in. You notice their right hand is resting on the roof, and you see a red glow along the hand. And the hood sort of lifts and looks in your direction. Esri, you see Pog and Shade on the rooftop. With an 18, you can tell that Pog is not okay. Definitely physically, you can see that he's moving badly, that Pog is in bad physical shape. You can see Shade and Cal, and you can see Shade is looking at someone crouched on the opposite side of the roof. And then lastly, and presumably most importantly, you can see that Falco is standing over Esri's body on the ground as he shouts orders.
Ari's.
Ah! Sorry.
Oh, man.
Ari's
It's
body
got real
on the
existential.
ground. Yeah, yes. You suddenly realize you're having an out-of-body experience. You have been Ari all along.
Oh, that makes so much
Please.
sense.
Please swap character sheets.
Wait, I haven't been Esri though.
No, you've been Solarka.
Yes.
No, the two of you are
I'll
playing.
roleplay
The two
second date.
halves.
Let's go, Colin.
No, you're gonna play.
What they want.
You're gonna play the left side of Esri's brain, and Ari is gonna play the right side of Esri's brain.
Okay, so that means you control the right hand and I control the left hand.
There is a
Right,
new Bo
yeah.
Burnham special coming in the form of Khyber Shards right now, y'all.
Anyway, okay.
So
Yes.
if I see Pog and Shade, are they within range of my mind
Yes.
speaking? Okay. I will say to Shade, go, leave to the jungle, nowhere familiar. I'll find you, or you'll find me. Get Pog out of here.
We don't have everybody yet.
I'll find Ari. Go. Ari, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Lost concentration there for a second.
He's stressed. He's stressed.
Already forgetting my name.
And then I will drop that locate object. Having figured, okay, Shade's with him. The map's up there. Should be fine. And I'm going to cast locate object on Ari's gun.
Okay. He never drew it, so it's presumably
Left it at home.
it has a holster, I assume. Yeah, it
It's at a tinkerer's
directs
table.
right to the body.
Okay, so that's clearly Ari to me now, or
Yes, it is
This
definitely
is-
Ari.
okay. So then,
I may have not made it clear. You saw that it was Ari's body.
oh, I'm sorry, I
With your
missed
18.
that. Okay,
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I won't cast.
So if you would
that,
like to do
that's okay.
something else with your action, you may.
Sure, I'll take back that third level or that second level slot.
Yes.
So if I can see him and if I'm within 60 feet,
Oh yes.
okay, I will cast Healing Word at second level
Oh. Okay.
on Ari.
Okay.
God. Oh my god.
Wow. Out of curiosity, just because I'm interested, what does healing word look like with Esri?
Gross. It looks gross.
Yeah, all right.
Probably.
You know what? I'll take that second level slot back too if it's okay. It's the spores that he keeps in his skin exit out and fly over to what's being healed and basically go in and start fixing things. They're like nanobots. It's kind of
Okay. And how much?
well, I rolled
damage does he
double
recover?
fours, so he gets 11 hit points.
Hey.
Nice.
Okay. Ari, you become aware again.
It tastes kind of like kombucha when you.
How did you make it worse? How did you make it worse?
Falco is standing over you, shouting orders. There is the sound of fire and a lot of people running.
I will also move towards him.
And Falco does not currently appear to be aware of your consciousness.
Yeah. And well, I get. Are you asking me what I do?
Yeah, it's yes. We will say it's your turn. Come back to Shade and Pog here in a second.
I mean, as of right now, based on everything that's happened and no retconsies, Ari is still under the impression that everybody that he cares about is dead. Like, he just woke back up and now sees the target of his ire distracted. And he can't see anybody to communicate with them. Like, he doesn't see Esri to do the telepathic mind meld thing. But he knows he's outclassed. He can't take Falco one-on-one.
Yeah, everything hurts.
Yeah, everything's awful. Everything hurts.
You're fairly certain that this coat is ruined.
Way to reignite the rage.
My fourth favorite coat for Tuesdays. God. Ari will realize that disguise self is worn off and repop the elf Stormhammer and get up and try to just round a corner to get away.
Okay.
Marking
Give
Falco
me a
for another
stealth.
day.
Give me a stealth check.
Are you kidding?
Oh, man.
That's a 5 off of a natural 1.
Okay.
Everything's the worst.
Oh God! Yeah.
Okay.
Ari goes to stand up and just everything
Yeah.
hurts.
Explodes.
Yeah. Someone hit you in the chest with a sword. That's what it feels like. It feels like someone hit you in the chest with a sword.
In
If you
the
went to jail.
chest. The interior
Yeah.
of the chest.
Okay, so
Can
you
we have
start to
seen
get
that?
up, and Falco. Yeah, you'll see it. Falco turns as you groan in pain. Not finished. Shade. I'm sorry. Technically, Pog, you had the higher initiative. Pog.
Well,
Oh,
Well,
because
we're in.
Esri spoke to me, and I didn't get to react to that, and so I was
I'm
wondering
sorry.
if
Go ahead.
I could
Yeah,
react
hit
to
it.
that, because
Also, Pog's having a panic attack, so you probably do get to go first.
okay, Pog having stopped and like getting to see, like, it was just very very fast, and so now that Esri has brought attention to Pog, he looks terrible. I'd like to put my hand on Pog, to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
And then I would like to.
I have one retcon I would like to make to my turn, if that's okay, real quick.
Okay. Probably.
Could I have not cast Disguise Self? It's,
Yeah,
it's a
that's fine.
detriment to me, so don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to.
Plus 10.
Thank you.
When Falco sees Ari and says something, and Ari realizes that he's been spotted, Ari kind of glowers at Falco and says, "Say my name." Okay, that's what I'm
So
going to
with the healing, I want to point out Ari, and so Pog heal him and say, Ari's down there, we have to help him. And then
Okay. That'll be like, I don't want to cut you off, but if that's the route you're going, that's all you're going to be able to get out. Because of the panic attack.
that's all I'm
because
getting
of the-
out. That's
because of the fire everywhere. That's Ari down there, and that's been identified for me. Right? Is what you're saying? I know that that's him underneath Falco. But just like that, Pug is going to go into rage and jump off of the roof, swinging Fury's Edge down on Falco.
Okay.
There can be no other. There is no other choice.
I totally understand this decision. Okay, cool.
Does Falco respond to my question before, or my declaration before he gets?
Yeah, we'll come to that in a second.
As I'm
First,
falling.
let me have an initiative roll from everyone, since that's where we're going here.
Do I need to make a new one?
Yes, please.
Oh my god! Oh my god! My dice.
13.
Where's my
Okay.
poorly weighted one
20?
that rolls 20s a lot? I need that one.
11.
20.
yes, keep the one that rolls
11.
20 a lot.
It's my first d20. It's not weighted correctly. I keep it
bought
for
this-
such occasions.
I bought this from the Ocean's 13 dice making company.
8. is
What did
my
you get, Ari? 8. Hey, that's what your first initiative was.
I know, that's why that
Okay.
dice got put away.
Right. Oof. Okay. All right, so we're going to resolve what just happened, and then we'll enter the actual initiative order. Ari, Falco sneers at you. You're just a mark. And then a couple of things happen. One, Shade and Pog, and probably Ari, you hear a hiss above you as someone goes, as the figure across the alley on the other opposite roof goes, "Wait!" And then you hear, I assume, Pog's roar as he leaps off of the building to come down on Falco. Pog, roll an attack. Roll with advantage.
Nothing but relief in Ari's mind.
It's a 17.
A 17 does hit Falco. Roll damage with your rage.
Okay, so that is going to be 13 before my rage, so 15.
15. Okay. So, yeah, you come down, and the axe just smashes down. Falco, just barely warned by the roar, gets his blade up to prevent his face from being cleaved. And you bear Falco down, knocking him prone as you land. Okay. We're going to enter initiative. Shade.
Love it.
You're up first.
Love it.
There's a lot going on, Philip.
There is much happening. Yes.
Shade wants... I mean, she doesn't want to be where the people are, but she wants to be where Ari and Pog and Esri are, so... yeah.
I don't want to be where the people.
So she does not know the person that just hissed wait at her, but her friends just are down there, so she jumps down.
And you hear, "Shade, no!" as you jump.
What?
Huh?
What's happening?
I don't know, but apparently I should have jumped, and I did.
You
Well, I thought it might have been the return of Slinky Face, but apparently not.
Long time callback from the home game.
Yeah.
And I would like to cast Lightning Lure on Falco.
Okie dokie. Give me, oh wait, he makes that roll, right? He makes a strength save.
Yes.
That's just not good. 10. It's not
That
going
fails.
to. Yep.
He is pulled towards me and is damaged. Just 2 lightning damage. It's just a
2
wee
lightning
bit.
damage. I'm imagining I have this really like tag team Street Fighter motion in my head of Pog leaps down and like throws him to the ground, and then as Shade's in the air, she hits him with lightning lure and like jerks him back up.
Combo.
Shade's not entirely sure though. Like, did she cast lightning lure, or did somebody speaking to her that she doesn't know startle her into it?
Uh-huh. Oof. All right. And you land. Do you have any movement you want to take, or are you good? I guess dropping down would be your movement. So unless you have a bonus action, we'll move forward. It is Falco's turn.
Cal's actually going to stay up on the roof,
Oh, okay.
unless we look like we're all dying.
Okay. And Falco. Those of you who are I don't know. Those of you who have a positive insight modifier,
Not
you see realization on Falco's face. The full three of you in context makes everything click in. And let me call the watch. I found who started the fire. And you hear voices take up the call. And then he's going to attack. He is using half move to get up. He's going to attack one of his attacks at Pog and miss, actually. That's only a 9, which will not hit. He's going to make a second attack at Shade. Dice thing is going around. So be comforted. He's going to roll a natural 1 against Shade. And so does not successfully hit either of you. So, cool. That's the turn he's got, because he did not get a short rest. So, then it goes to Pog.
So, if he attacked Shade after me and she was past me, that's going to give me the ability to attack him in the back.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
So, we are going to, still enraged, attack with Fury's Edge in the back. Would that be an advantage because I'm behind him?
No, it's not really
Worth a
that.
shot. Worth a shot.
No, it's good.
Can't blame me for trying.
It's worth asking.
It's a dirty 20.
You certainly hit, though.
Ugh. He's going to take 11 damage.
Actually, sorry, it's a dirty 20. You swing and you see the mark on Falco flash, and he's going to cast Shield with his reaction, and so your axe strikes and deflects off of an invisible barrier that forms around him, increasing his AC. So, yeah. Then,
oh boy.
Then it's Esri.
Seeing all this, Esri sort of mutters, "Never. They will never listen to me." And he sort of recalls the spores that he had sent out and releases all the remaining ones on his person. I'm gonna use my wild shape to do my symbiotic entity ability. So yes, 16 temporary hit points and some other stuff, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Chevrolet and sort of just walk in with this fuzzball around me and my glowing stick, and just walk to Falco. That will be my turn. That's all myself.
Okay. Then it goes to the guards. Hearing this, you see 4 members of the watch come running away from the fire towards you, but it's going to take their whole turn to move up into the thing. So 4 members of the watch arrive on the scene. Ari, it is your turn.
Okay. Seeing his friends coming to his aid, initially is a wave of relief and joy that, they're not burning corpses. And then...
Or corpses.
Yeah. And then horror and terror, realizing they're not burning corpses, and he sees the body of the Deneth house member that he killed in his rage with Shatter, cracking his head against the wall. And Ari is just devastated and horrified with himself, and starts saying, "We gotta go. We gotta run. Let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's go." And going to try to do Tasha's hideous laughter, being a non-harmful spell, on Falcon.
Okay.
So, wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. All right. 12 is his roll. What is his modifier? He is proficient +5.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, once again you reach out but cannot seem to grasp hold of his mind.
And Ari's still holding his midsection from, the stabbing.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
And
Are you
Ari-
going to try to move?
Ari's just going to maintain distance between himself and Falco, ready to bolt if the others agree.
Okay. All right. So at this point, you hear a slew of cursing, and then the cloaked figure drops down, lands. You see in the firelight, you see sort of coppery hair, dark coppery hair under the hood, lands and comes down and it puts a hand on the ground as in a sort of 3-point landing. And as the right hand hits the ground, blackness just flows out of it and fills the alleyway in darkness. And you hear, "Run now!" And we're back around to Shade.
Recognizable voice?
Ooh, give me an insight check. This has a high DC.
All of us?
Anyone who wants to, sure.
Oh,
dirty
okay, Ezri.
22? Now
Did you roll a natural 20?
I didn't. I rolled a 19.
Shade knows their lineage.
Okay.
14.
14. What'd you get, Esri?
Dirty 20.
30, 20. Pog?
It's not worth it. I don't know anything.
No.
I don't know where
Okay.
I am. I'm enraged.
Okay. Shade and Esri, you are very certain you've heard this voice. But there's something familiar about all of this, but it's not sticking.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And it's your turn, Shade. Darkness is what she has cast. None of you can see. You have enough wherewithal that you could turn and flee back down the alley. But
Sorry, you said that more watch had come. Are they coming down that direction, or?
no, they were coming from the fire.
I see.
Yeah, towards you. So the opposite direction from which Esri came into the alley.
Can I push Ari and Pog that way?
You can't see anything.
Not going
Like-
to take much convincing for
Yeah.
Ari.
Okay.
If
I
you would
could
like to tell me, well, no, you won't be able to know. Yeah, you won't have any way of knowing. I mean, you will be able to hear footsteps, but you can't see anything right now.
Ah! You said it sounds familiar. I can't see anything. Okay, fine. I will
Right.
walk towards a direction.
Okay, so you turn and move
Yes,
away. All right. All right.
begrudgingly.
Is anyone not running? Okay.
I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna try to back out of the darkness.
Sure.
But I'm not. Ezri's not leaving until he sees the rest of them.
Sure. I guess, is anyone staying in place?
Pug
Okay,
will
everyone is
yell
gonna try to
in
move.
fury and then push out.
Okay. You all stumble out of the darkness. There is just a giant a wall of darkness behind you. that's about 20 feet in radius.
And I will hiss to Shade as I slap. Well, am I allowed to do an action here?
Yes.
Okay. I will slap a Cure Wounds onto Pog. Because he still looks pretty bad, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Looks messed up.
under 25%.
So, 6 HP to you, and I will hiss at Shade. Jungle, go! And I will grab Ari and start pulling him in the opposite direction of Shade.
Okay.
You just told me jungle go.
Yes. And I'm going to start moving us towards. I don't have my map open, but towards away from the city center. But
Sure.
When you say hiss, is that audible or is that brain talking?
audible, but trying not to like shout, "We're going to the jungle
Right.
now!"
Sure.
I'm asking. Well, and this, I don't know where we backed out to. I was right next to Shade, and if you're slapping Cure Wounds on me with a physical touch, then I assume I'm hearing that instruction.
Yes.
Okay. So you can all see that you've left the darkness. Is anyone doing anything but, cheesing it?
Pog's the last one to leave, but as long as all three of the rest of y'all are heading out, then
I will grab
I'll follow
Pog
Shade.
In case
and
trying, okay.
Okay.
Then,
Trying to get us to go.
you
Shade
all-
grabbing, I will end rage and follow.
I didn't listen the first time. It seems like a good idea.
Okay. You all run from the scene, and are making. Is everyone actually making their way out into the jungle?
I'm following.
Shade definitely is.
Okay.
Physical condition aside, Pog's not making any decisions right now. That was a really bad time in the alley.
You do realize if something looks at me sideways, I'm going to get eaten.
I've got you.
All right.
Okay. As a group, make a roll of stealth for me. To see just how extraordinarily noticeable you are in your escape.
This dice is also going to bite a big one and go back in my bag.
Wow.
That's 5. Natural 1
Shade,
on my stealth check.
we
It's a
might
natural
be cool.
2.
What? 16?
I got a 12.
Pushing it.
16 and 12. Okay.
And it's
No-
Shade and I running off in
noted.
one direction.
Yeah, I guess I could push.
12.
I'm going to push. Nine.
Okay. Noted. You
I bet
hightail it.
it's noted. I bet.
I noted it right here. You all hightail it away from the burning buildings, away from the wall of darkness, away from the scene altogether, and make your way across one of Stormreach's many bridges over the Kanoru and into the, presumably not real deep into, but into the edge of the jungle, just to lose pursuit.
We're all together.
Okay. You are all together. Oh,
No,
we're
that
not?
was
The
very
initial plan was to
specifically.
split up into 2 groups of 2.
Yeah.
And find each other
What-
in the
Right.
jungle.
Yes.
Okay.
That was the intention. I was
where?
taking Ari and Shay was taking
Shade
Paul.
pulled
Yeah.
me.
I firmly believe that was your intention. I just want to know whether the group as a whole adhered to Ezri's desires.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll tell you, wherever Shade's going is where Pog went.
Ari's mind is
Okay.
fried right now, so he's a
Yeah.
he's a shell.
So, out into the jungle you go, and that is where we will stop for this episode and pick up next time. Well, several things about that were unexpected. And
You remember when we were talking about this the other day, and you were like, "Yeah, we're just gonna have a nice little wrap-up session to what we've gotten started."
The worst possible version of this job.
But did you die?
Yep.
Almost, but no.
all right.
I feel like we encountered
Thank
three
you all.
separate superhero teams just then. Like
This
and
is so much.
all of them are working
Things are
against
so big right now. Things are so big right now.
There's there was much happening just now.
Good luck with
So,
the wiki, Laura.
We'll yeah, I expect lots of messages. Anyway, we will pick up there next week. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing and commenting on the videos, for asking questions, for Khyber Shards answers on Fridays. We are having a great time with the community that has developed around this, and having a great time playing as well. If you'd like to get in touch with us, you can leave us a comment below. You can also find below a link to our Discord and all of our social medias at the Geek Pantheon. If you enjoy watching other people play games like this, but digital, you can watch Eric stream on twitch.tv/thegeekpantheon or Colin at twitch.tv/sorrybtr, where the O is 0.
Links for both
Eric's-
of those down below also. Just
Links to those down below. There are just so many convenient links to be found below.
In one
Well
great place.
done, everyone. Eric streams on Sunday mornings and Monday and Tuesday evenings. Colin streams whenever life allows. Hit that follow button for both of them, and you will know when they begin twitching.
It's true.
In the meantime, thank you so much again for watching. This has been Khyber Shards, and thanks for rolling with us.